Primary food system in Sri Lanka. Introduction to food systems. This shows all the processes and infrastructure involved in feeding a population. This is known as the food system, and it includes the production, processing, transporting, consumption, and disposal of food. Moreover, this includes all the social, economic, environmental, and cultural processes that influence this flow. Cultivation of rice in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is a small island located in Indian Ocean, and it is popular for rice production and it is the staple food of the country. Agriculture-based products including rice are the main export income of the country. Presently, the agricultural land cover is about 30% of the total land area of Sri Lanka. Agriculture sector provides employment to nearly 32.6% of the nation labor force and 12% share for the national GDP. There are two seasons for cultivation, Yala and Maha. Yala period is from May to August and Maha period is from November to February. Now let's have a look how rice flow through the food system. Ancient Sri Lanka was known as Granary of East, the reason being the surplus of production was exported to foreign countries and it was an agriculture-based civilization in the past. Preparation means farmers ready their paddy fields before the rainy season. Transplantation is the process of sowing seeds directly in the field. The traditional harvesting system is labor incentive. It is done using a curved knife. Milling is done to obtain polished rice. In our country, rice is transported mainly via trucks. The packaging of rice is crucial in order to avoid spoilage of rice and to prolong the quality of the rice. Rice can be sold in a number of ways and through different sales channels. Rice can be consumed as plain rice with vegetables and can make soups with rice. Moreover, various sweets can be made out of rice. We will now look at limitations in food chain, which are factors affecting the production, factors affecting the distribution network, and influence of the government. Limitations of the land falls under the first category. We are experiencing a severe deterioration of agricultural lands. Land available for agriculture is becoming limited due to competition for industrialization and expansion of residential areas. Recently, there is a high tendency of converting paddy areas to other agricultural and non-agricultural activities, especially since the paddy lands are naturally low-lying lands and sensitive landscape components that act as water retention areas. These conversions badly have an effect on the paddy production and additionally inflicting damage to the urban surroundings. Simultaneously, degradation of productive lands lead to erosion, water issues, and sanitation problems. Moreover, poor practices of land management such as use of harsh fertilizers additionally aggravates this circumstance. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it causes to lessen the productivity of lands and makes it unfair work for farming. Land ownership problems are also another issue related to paddy cultivation. Farmers with clear land ownership are motivated to reinvest in their operations and increase production also maintain the land properly. But the tenant farmers use less inputs and minimum technology when they nurture paddy fields. Drastic change of climate is also another factor which affects the production. Usually farmers used to start paddy cultivation during Maha season, expecting the northeast monsoonal rains. Sri Lanka is experiencing uncertainty and inadequacy of northeast and intermonsoonal rains in recent years, which has caused damage to paddy and other field crop cultivations. Also being a tropical island with uniformly high temperature regime, crop injuries due to the high level of temperatures are inevitable in Sri Lanka. Furthermore, this high temperature regime will also increase evapotranspiration losses leading to frequent soil moisture stress conditions in upland paddy fields. Moreover, the unpredictable disasters like floods and long-term droughts have created additional impact on farming. Through the researches, it has been found that most damages to farming are caused by the climatic changes. Due to the ongoing drought, government announced to reduce the cultivation of paddy by 50% because it consumes high amount of water. Also, government will import significantly high amount of rice if the production drops because of the drought. Water management is a crucial aspect of farming. It directly affects the production of rice. According to data, our paddy cultivation consumes the highest quantity of water. Furthermore, researchers have found the issues of major irrigation systems which provide water to cultivate rice become inefficient because of excessive water usage and wastage, conveyance losses, difference of water distribution, and issues of pollution of water in reservoirs due to purely drained soil. Irrigation water distribution systems. Mahavil Irrigation Project is the largest irrigation project of the post-1977 period. The intention of the Sri Lankan government with this project was to make the first generation of resettled farmers to be sustainable and the second generation to become export farmers. After first two dams were completed, Polgolla and Bovatanna in 1977, this was able to provide irrigation water to 53,500 hectares of land already under cultivation and to 2,400 hectares of new lands. Furthermore, this irrigation project helped to rehabilitate the existing irrigation schemes and in promoting agricultural production in the densely populated wet zone, especially through small-scale irrigation. Mahavir project involved benefits as well as losses to farmers. Farmers who lost their ancestral places had to face many problems and reportedly it says they complained about the diseases such as skin problems, respiratory issues and injuries. Due to this accelerated project, the culture, art and inherited values of the areas were lost and no effort was made by the responsible authorities to preserve and protect them. Displaced farmers received land areas for cultivation, but they were smaller than their ancestral lands. Also, farmers could not purchase land due to lack of availability of money. This situation has led to a lot of disharmony among family members, even leading to domestic violence. These people who sacrificed their ancestral land for irrigation project was facing an insecure future. Furthermore, farmers were given short notice when water is released from the irrigation system. As a result, farmers had inadequate time for land preparation and to raise seedlings. Moragahakand project was implemented to develop agriculture in the north, east and northwestern provinces by supplying fodder. Kurnagal Integrated Rural Development Project. This was originated in Kurnagala to upgrade smallholder farming systems. Rehabilitation of irrigation tanks was one component of this project. The World Bank implied three major problems in this irrigation scheme: inefficient use of rainfall water, wasteful use of stored water, and inequitable water distribution. Farmers revealed that due to the priority given to Chena cultivation over paddy, also consequent delay in paddy cultivation, and dependence on tank water in Maha season, which finally led to a lower cropping intensity in Yali season. Another factor which affected the production was arsenic, which was used as a pesticide. This made a huge impact over paddy cultivation. As you can see, the areas colored by pink are the areas got affected. Due to arsenic, farmers and families suffered from kidney diseases because of the consumption of water from wells, lakes nearby the paddy fields. Later, it was confirmed that rice also contains arsenic. As a result, demand for rice declined. Export of rice decreases. Government tend to import rice from other countries where rice is free of arsenic. Therefore, the main livelihood of farmers got hurt. In the paddy farming, production cost of a unit is higher because of large-scale production carried out in a small sector. The labor is the highest cost of production out of material and power. Due to these reasons, the net gain of the farmers decline and people tend to look for higher income earning sources. As a result, labor force in paddy cultivation declined. Factors affecting distribution network is another factor of limitations in the food chain. Many inefficiency can be seen in the distribution network. Negative impacts on the price of the food is occur due to high influence of the middleman. Moreover, there are only few national scale distribution centers at present. The distribution is specially done by trucks. This method includes high frequency of loading, unloading and transportation for long distances. With these processes, it causes damage to the products. Influence of the government over production of rice. Farmers get advantages as well as disadvantages due to government actions. Fertilizer subsidies provided by government better off the farmers. Furthermore, government purchases rice at the minimum guaranteed price to ensure sustainable income to the farmers. But this affects farmers unfavorably as well, since it has been reported that large quantities of paddy of the last Maha crop still remain in warehouses with part perishing owing to poor storage conditions, and state of these stored paddy stocks were unacceptable. On top of this, the yalla crop has been harvested and farmers face a grave problem in marketing the produce at a fair price. In Sri Lanka, there is no proper policy or plan to promote the use of excess paddy to produce rice-based products. Another disadvantage faced by farmers is the price of the rice. The price paid by consumer to purchase rice includes cost of transportation, loading, and retailers' expenses. As a result, consumers pay a higher price, but farmer always gets a lower price for the production. Also, consumers often tend to purchase cheaper rice due to higher prices of bread and wheat containing fruits. Even though the prices of wheat and oil increases, government tend to keep the rice prices in a lower level, which makes the paddy farmers more miserable. Also, government has not provided appropriate change to export excess rice. Is Sri Lanka heading towards a global system? Paddy farmers who feed the nation has to encounter all these difficulties during the paddy cultivation. With all these issues related to production and distribution, production is declining drastically and government will import rice from other countries to feed the nation. As a result, local system will collapse. We can conclude this as an emergence of the global food system. These are my references. Thank you for watching.